So, there's a million ways to do this. StewMac has a little diagram showing you just every way you could think of adding a strap to your guitar. And it's something that you can do yourself. So here's what you're gonna need, and I guarantee you can find this stuff rummaging through most junk drawers. You're gonna need a ruler, you're gonna need some tape, a pen to write on that tape, a drill, some bits. You're gonna need a few of them. The bit size will vary strap button to strap button, but I will give you a trick to guarantee that you're using the right bit. Really nice to have an awl, a screwdriver, the button itself. I like these Golden Age strap buttons you can get from StewMac. They kind of match the other button on your guitar. How to actually do this, I'll do it step by step for you. This is something you can definitely eyeball, but if this is your first time doing it and maybe it's on a vintage guitar that's worth a little something or sentimental to your family, it's okay to measure it. Breedlove on their website has a really nice little diagram showing you the measurements for guitar and mandolin. There's no real like set in stone way to do this at all, but you definitely don't want to do it in a random spot where you accidentally go and crack your guitar. So just use your judgment. So you're going to take this piece of tape and just put it on the heel of your guitar. Make sure it's the right side. It's actually one reason to use the piece of tape. It ensures you're actually drilling into the correct side of the guitar, and that needs to be the treble side. But that's actually not the only reason we use this tape, because since we're measuring, we can actually draw on this tape and we don't have to draw all over our guitar. Add the measurements that we found over at Breedlove, and that's 1.5 inches down and 3/4 back. If you have an awl, you can go ahead and put that on your mark. And you can just push in, or you can do what I do and take a hammer and actually beat into your guitar. And what that does, it actually gives your drill something to kind of center in. It kind of catches right on that little divot you just created. And that can be really nice because it can be a little nerve-wracking to drill into your guitar. When you do drill into your guitar, take that bit and actually size it up to the length of the screw that's going to go into your guitar. You could go even just a little bit further. That's not a big deal, but you don't want to go too shallow. So I just do this little trick, and it works well for me. And I take this piece of tape here, and that's my stop. That just tells me when to stop. So when I drill into the guitar and I hit that little tape, I don't really go any further. Try not to. And then you can go ahead and add those stops to all your bits. And I like to do the old trick of actually running my drill backwards first and then running it forwards. Again, that just centers me a little bit. You kind of have to find that angle. It's not a 45 degree. I don't know what the degree is, but it's just kind of at an angle. And yeah, now there's no going back. You've drilled a hole in your guitar. Yay. So now we're just moving up bits here. So my neck size was 7/64. Doing your best to stay in line with the hole you already made, but just go ahead and drill that next hole. All right, the last bit that I use here is a 5/32. It works great for this Golden Age StewMac strap button. You might need something different, but here's a little trick that you can guarantee you're using the right bit, because you don't want to go oversized. You get a piece of scrap wood and drill into it and then thread it into that scrap piece of wood. That kind of ensures, hey, if I can do this by hand, but I can't thread it all the way in, that should be enough wood for my drill to bear into. Or if you can't even get it in by hand, you just can't even get it in by hand, then you might need to try one step larger of a drill bit. No chip out. We've got a nice little hole in our guitar now. I just kind of start it by hand. These buttons are really easy to crack, and you can even crack it by hand. And what you want to do is just make it so, see how I can spin it there? I gotta go just a little more. Just push in, don't crack the button. And there we go, I can't spin it by hand. Because you don't want it to spin on you when it's holding your guitar up. That's no good. That's it. That's an old vintage guitar with an old vintage looking strap button. Before you go, I got a new series going on here, and you can learn about it actually over my Patreon page. The new series, it's essentially just interviewing and capturing stories from our heroes, while it's theirs to tell. The first video from the series, it's actually already released, And it's Dakota Dave Hall making me a cup of coffee from his amazing little coffee closet. Get to know him in this video next, and we'll see you in the series. Thanks for watching. I hope your strap button works. It's nice to have straps. It's nice to have straps that don't like tip all over the place. All right, thanks for watching.